Hello, welcome to the queue. It is Operation Skyfall, the CCP and Russian turn, and it is turn 7. Before we get to the turn, let's look at a map. We got a map today in the mail, and it is 4.1. So I'm not taking it out of the box. I took it out at work to make sure it was okay. This map here is 4.0, and we're going to give it away at the end of this YouTube war. So stay tuned for that video where we give this map away, and nothing wrong with it. It's 4x8. It's a good map. I just want 4.1, which I received today. So one thing you can do when I put out that video at the end of this YouTube war for the giveaway, if you put in this particular Russian video here, turn 7, that you are interested in receiving that 4x8 map, I will give you double entries into the drawing later on. So put it in the comments if you're interested. Let's move on to the actual turn. CCP has $2. They will not be spending anything. They have one combat move. We're going to take our cavalry here and come across the Singhai Plains and into, what is that, Tibet? So that will be a walk on, and that's just to get our recruitment roll up. No offense, KMT. I don't think they were using that property anyway. So let's, that's it for their turn, actually. They do get to collect $2 now because of this rail line, so they get an objective. So that means for, I don't have $2 extra. For next turn, they'll have 4. I'm going to steal 2 from over here. So they've got 4. So since I stole 2, and we're going to spend 3, so that's what we're going to say. Well, I am messing things up. So let's not do that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a 2 here so I don't get all messed up on the money, because we're saving a truckload of money with Russia. So CCP will have $4 next turn, and I'll have to get that dollars from the other table. All right. That is the end. What do I got in my hand? Oh, a marker. Let's go on to Russia's turn. They are spending $3 to lend-lease a infantry to England. That leaves them with 10, 28. So they're saving $28. We do get an income roll, and then we get all our tech rolls. So let's start with our tech roll here. Rockets is at a 9. And that's a 6. That's a fail. Jets will be at an 8. I don't know why I got an 11 on there. That's a fail. So then I've got 3 at 7. Mechs, factories, and improved construction. Although I think that should be artillery. That's what I was debating, the artillery, even though I got improved construction last turn. So I need a white, green, and blue. And these are all at 7. And I got an 11 and a 10 and a 6. So the white missed. So factories and mech. So mech is just now getting on the board, and factories goes to 3, which is huge. Huge. All right, so let's roll our income roll, and it will like to be a high dice. Oh, I quit. I can't believe that. So the Russians go up 2. We needed 1 to conduct some warfare. So let's go conduct our warfare. When we're technically at wartime income at 19. So we got an attack over here. And we've got our new air transport. We created it out of this Dutch orange one that we got. We created one for the Russians. So that will be taking the other one's place. Let's get it into action. It's going to grab an airborne. Yeah, come 1-2 into Lapland. And then it'll head back to Stalingrad. All right, so we've got 2, count them, light tanks, 2 infantry from Kola going into Lapland. We will also add a fighter, 1-2. It'll come back to Leningrad. But you know what? I do want one of those to go somewhere else. All right. But it'll be this fighter here, coming from Leningrad is going to go into Viipuri along with the tactical from Leningrad, and then from Smolensk, 1, 2, 3. So it'll have, what's an airbase? It'll have 2 left. I don't have my airplane markers or fuel gauge. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 motorized, all going into Viipuri. So let's roll that out and let's see what happens. All right, so I guess there's nowhere really to put this where I can set the camera down. I think I can squeeze it in there. All right. Oh, got to zoom back out a little bit here. All right, go to 1. There we go. All right, so the first battle, we have a fighter, 2 light tanks, and the paratrooper. They'll be at 3, and then these 2 will be at 2. Lapland is open territory. So let's start off with the 2 infantry at 2. There's a hit. Didn't need all that stuff. Just for grins, the 3 infantry, or the 3 threes. There's, oh my gosh, there's 2 more hits. And the fighter. We got 4 hits on that 1 infantry. He'll fire back. And he gets a hit. So that's painful. Everybody's hitting. All right, so we lose an infantry. They lose an infantry. We take the territory, but we don't get the money. So that's part of the deal. All right, in Viipuri, it is 2 fighters tactical. So let's roll those. So the tactical will be the blue dice at 7. There's 1, of course, 1 hit. That's just Jim Dandy. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry. I didn't plan well for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these are all at 2. They are not affected by the swamp. 1, 2. That's it. That's all we needed. So I don't need to roll the mech and the cavalry because they were affected by the swamp. So there are 3 defenders, and they will roll at 4. And no hits. All right, so 1 hit completely on our Finnish campaign here, which is a lot less than the Russians suffered in real life. All right, that's pretty much it. All right, so this fighter here came from Leningrad. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll go back to Smolensk. The fighter that came from Smolensk will land in Leningrad. Tactical will land in Leningrad. This fighter, 1, 2, will go back to Leningrad. All right, so in Viipuri, I probably should, but anyway. So we got 7 infantry, cavalry, and a motorized. In Lapland, 2 light tanks, 1 infantry, 1 airborne. All right, so that's really the only changes. We flip-flop the aircraft. No other movements. We're going to leave everything as is. I say that. Yeah, we're good. We don't have any need to do anything else. I think we'll rail this Western Ukraine infantry up to Leningrad. So now we have 3 infantry, 1 militia, 1 airborne, 2 fighters, tactical, air transport, seaplane. And I don't really need to make any other moves anywhere else. Nothing else is changing. Nothing on the Pacific. Nothing in Spain. So let's roll for some recruitment, I guess, huh? All right. So, yeah, I'll do recruitment, then I'll place the goods. All right, so the CCP is at a 3 now. There's a hit, so we'll get a guy on the table. 1 infantry, that is, in Sinkang. All right, Mongolia is a 4. That's a good deal. Both, well, no, neither row. So we'll just put another, we'll put him in Curryland since we got 3 infantry there. All right, so Spain is a 1. Nope. All right, that is it. Let's put out our Lend-Lease, take off our $3. So he will come out of Murmansk here and go into southern England. So there we have that. Stupid 2, so that means we are at $20. So I'm going to take a 20 and 5. We'll give 5 back. So that means we have 20, 45, 48 for next turn. And that is terrible. Who rolls a 2? You know what? That dice is going to the salt mines. All right. So we'll put out a new dice for next turn. That'll be it for the cash. What did I say? 48. Is that what I said? Yeah, 20, 45, 48. And then 4 for the CCP. So we did have some changes here. We added an infantry, so Karelian now has 2 infantry and a militia. Sikang now has 2 infantry and 1 mountain infantry. And that will be it for the changes. Next up is Japan. Will they move? Will they sit? What will they do? Hey, 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 not so fast. You thought you were getting away from this turn? It is not over. When I declared war on Finland, didn't realize, well, I did realize, I just didn't see. We're in the same sea zone as this Finnish coastal defense ship, so that is a combat. So we got a bonus combat on this video. Woohoo! Let's roll it out. So hopefully it's quick. We got 4 submarines at 3, which would be a first strike if any of them hit. 2, well, 3 of them hit. So that battle is over before it started. No casualties for the Russians. And the Finnish Navy is gone. Thanks for watching.